We're going to show you how to cut ThermalBuck. It's a little bit different. It's very simple to cut once you realize how to cut it and how to set your saw. The first thing you want to do before you cut your ThermalBuck though is to look it over. Make sure that there hasn't been any shipping damage or anything where there's any holes punctured through the skin, any really large dents that might keep you from sealing up and keeping the water and air out before you use the product. Next would be setting the saw itself. I don't turn this to 45 degrees. I turn the saw itself to 45 degrees so I can see the tongue well. To start out cut, we always cut with the tongue back towards the fence with the major opening up. That way, once we do our next cut, we can see our marks. Okay. Next, we'll turn it around. We'll leave our saw set exactly where it is. We will not change our saw. So, our first cut will be down at the end where the waist is at, so we can mark our bed so we know how to line up our cuts. We don't need to take much off, and we're going to leave the piece set very still after we cut it. So we've got our piece still, so what we'll do is we'll come down and we'll make a mark on the bed where the good usable piece is at. That way we can set up our mark. Every piece that we cut, we want to cut a 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch short of the opening. That way there's room for the sealant and we don't make the corners bind. If we have corners that bind, it'll make the pieces bow and then they won't set right in. So we'll take our first measurement, we'll subtract that off. Now after we make that cut, I always mark the ends. The first piece I cut was the bottom, or a sill. So I put a B or an S on it. The next piece, we'll turn it right back around. Put your tongue back with the opening up. Then we'll take our next size. We'll again take a 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch off. Line it right up with the mark on your bed. Make your cut. So that would be the left side. So I'll put a L on that. Turn it back around. Now we're going to cut the headpiece. The next step is to dry fit it. This is an important step because we want to make sure that our gaps are right. So we've already put 3 pieces in. We'll install the top piece, and as you can see, there's nothing tight where it's bowed. We've got movement in all the pieces. The gaps look good. So the next step would be to put the sealant in.